Hey guys, Puggo's Pizzeria here, back with another video, and I hope you all had a happy Halloween, because Halloween was yesterday. I know for some people it was kind of disappointing, especially if you lived in California or some other states, because it was sadly canceled in a lot of places due to the big old cough, so that does really suck for a lot of people, but I still hope you guys were able to make the most of your Halloween and have a happy Halloween. But it is Sunday, so you guys probably know that means it is time for Fnaf, for weekly Fnaf news. Basically, every week, if you don't know this series already, I take all the Fnaf news that we had in the past week, even the smallest little things, and I make a whole video on it, because normally I only make a video on like 2 to 3 of the big topics that come out during the week, so there's a whole bunch of smaller stuff I and probably a lot of other YouTubers miss. So in this weekly series, I go over all the Fnaf news you might have missed. But just before the video starts, in case you aren't already, please subscribe. A lot of you have actually been subscribing recently, so that really does mean a lot to me. Thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed. But also, if you aren't already, subscribe to Fnaf Flicks. Now, you might already be subscribed to him because he has like 400,000 subscribers, a crazy amount of subscribers. He is a absolutely amazing person, and I was in his newest episode of his plush series. It's a whole episode. I'm not just in it as a tiny little cameo. I'm in like the whole episode. So the links to his YouTube channel, well, specifically the video that I'm in, are in the pinned comment down below. So make sure you go subscribe to him, watch your video, and maybe comment like Puggo sent you, something like that. But let's get right into this video, because I talk a lot and I'm very sorry about that. So starting off with the very smallest piece of FNAF news that we got is Steelwool made this super cool piece of art for Happy Halloween. Now it just says Happy Halloween with the Glamrock animatronics as sort of pumpkins and Vanny in the background. Now it does have a moon next to the Happy Halloween, so who knows, this could be sort of referencing the Moon Man. Some people say they sort of see a black figure up in the top right of the image. I'm not sure if there's actually anything there. You might see something, but I personally don't see anything. So this is just a nice little thing Illumix made. I really don't think it has anything to do with lore relevance, so people probably shouldn't look too deeply into this. It's just a nice, happy little message that they made. Now, the next piece of FNAF news, I've already covered this, but it is still huge, but I'll go over it quickly. Plushtrap was in Five Nights at Freddy's AR. So yes, Plushtrap was added in Five Nights at Freddy's AR, and he was the very first character to have a completely different mechanic. So this is the first character to not actually be in AR. He is in a fully 3D made, like, sort of hallway area. You can probably tell because he's probably going to be the background gameplay of today's video. You don't actually see your own house, you only see this dark hallway, and you have to recharge these things. He is a crazy hard character to beat in Five Nights at Freddy's AR, but I absolutely love his mechanics, and after waiting so long to finally get Plushtrap in the game, him, like this being his mechanics, absolutely amazing. Illumix, you have outdone yourselves with this character. I 100% love him. He is such a great character, and just a really good character overall. And speaking of Plushtrap and FNAF AR, Illumix has actually made a whole line of merch dedicated to Plushtrap himself. Now, if I'm being honest, some of the merch, it definitely doesn't look the best compared to the other merch, but that Plushtrap poster of him on the chair, I'm 100% buying that. I mean, just look how cool that poster looks. I definitely want that hanging up in my room. Just a very nice model of Plushtrap, and we're getting whole new models on the merch, it looks like. So a very cool merch line that Illumix is releasing. I'm very excited for this. So the next piece of FNAF merch that has come out is Dawko has actually released his Count the Ways Five Nights at Freddy's song. Now I know you guys might not care too much about Five Nights at Freddy's YouTuber news, so if you don't, skip to this time if you don't care about it. But Dawko, like, he released his Count the Ways song, and if I'm being honest, I personally, okay, don't get angry at me, I personally think it was a little bit overhyped. The beginning of the song sounded amazing, but the chorus and everything, if I'm being honest, it was a bit dull. Still definitely not as good as Into the Pit or Darkest Desire, but Count the Ways is way better than To Be Beautiful, and it's still a pretty good song, but I feel like it doesn't live up to the expectations of Darkest Desires and Into the Pit. So, the next piece of FNAF news that we have after that, again, is more YouTuber news. Animatronic has finally uploaded after 5 to 6 months of not uploading. I mean, man, she really got to do us like that. In these hard times, we don't get an animatronic upload for a while, and then boom, she hits us with this, even though it feels like her other upload was uploaded kind of recently. Yeah, that was 5 months ago. That is crazy. It really feels like time is flying. So, her newest upload is a whole Glitchtrap cosplay. It was a very good cosplay. I don't know if she expected people to actually use it, because Halloween was the next day at the time she uploaded it. Very cool. And also something super cool is she linked some of my friends' channels in the description of her video, so if you want to know who my friends are, maybe go click the links and you can find out. But a very cool video that Animatronic has released altogether. The whole Plushtrap cosplay thing. I really like it, and I do want to definitely see more cosplay videos from Animatronic. Now, the next piece of news that we have after that is the Fazbear Frights book cover. Not the cover, but the actual book 9 was released. It is the Puppet Carver. Now, it was actually mistyped, and there was a whole typo. So it said the Pupper Carver, which that was really funny. That was a really funny typo. If anyone made a meme on it, that's really funny. They misspelled it. Isn't that funny, guys? Ha 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 ha. But this does seem very cool. The Puppet Carver. I have no idea what this would be. Maybe it's a Halloween book for next year. I honestly don't know. We have no title released, but the Puppet Carver, I have a feeling it could either have something to do with the Fnaf 2 puppet or the Security Breach puppet. Who knows? It could have other things to do with maybe Phantom Puppet or Nightmare Puppet, or maybe even other puppets like Lefty and Puppet inside of Lefty. There's a whole bunch of different things that could happen, but the Puppet Pupper Carver does seem very cool, and I am excited to see the actual cover of this book when it is released. Now, one of the final pieces of news that we have is the FNAF Plus designs were revealed. Now, the Fazbear thing, the Fazbear universe, whole thing, one of the person, he's completely remaking the original Five Nights at Freddy's, so it's called FNAF Plus, and the designs of Freddy Fazbear and some of the, images from the games were revealed, and these look so cool. I really like the designs and stylistic choices that the, maker, I don't know who's making it, decided to make. It looks very good overall. I really just like all the designs of this, and I will be very excited to play this game. Now, the very final piece of news we have after that is Five Nights at Flumpty's is going to be on mobile, or it is currently on mobile. I don't think it's currently on mobile. They probably would have posted something about it, so it is coming to mobile very soon as part of the, the Fazbear universe whole thing like that. It is very exciting to see these fan games being ported to mobile. It's pretty cool. It's not the biggest thing. I don't feel like too much will happen from it. But speaking of mobile, definitely the biggest thing that has happened this week is Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted was ported to mobile. Yes, FNAF Help Wanted was ported to mobile. It is $5, and it lost a lot, okay? So first of all, Plushtrap isn't even in the game. It's missing half the games it normally has. The tapes aren't in the game, coins aren't in the game. Half the levels are completely gone, a lot of the good levels too. There's no Halloween DLC. This game, it's missing a lot. But it added something new. It added the Princess Quest. It is a very small, tiny minigame. There's probably tons of lore elephants, but no one has really figured anything out yet. But, for $5, it's a pretty good deal for $5 on mobile. But, yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. But please subscribe. I really appreciate it when you guys subscribe. It really means the world to me. But, yeah, that's it for today's video, and I will see you all later. Goodbye!